Man spit rhymes, man don't lie. Two step then the next fly. Dip, in the shit sure is. Ask little bro if you think that I'm lying. Them man hate cause your man so fly. Night takes 2 J1s and I'm nice. I thought my bedroom wasn't up, so I stopped, nearly pie. Bring is this, bring is that, bring is mark. His head's fat, but I'm still king in this, that's fact. This we a man, my man don't with them you choke man. Allow it, I meant choke men. Golden one from up the old blue. Met a sweet one from down the old Ken. Like, big crank face from the norm. How did I come this far? I think I'm a bandit, they think I'm a star. When I cut through, man, they breathe like raw. Face so bait that I can't go shop, man, I always get clocked. It's so hot. Is it a fan or is it a op? Either way, man, I'm moving on job. I love my freedom, but I risk it anytime I see them. Fly at the ride, man, freedom. Caught me up, man, he kept on. L2R2, man, pop this cool like the cinema view. If bros see Jaws, man's chilling it too, man. Step trying to finish them youths. Man, cut you, bust that.
Hi and welcome to tonight's presentation here on 2K Sports. 2 FIBA basketball teams ready to go. We're happy you're here with us. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors taking on the Boston Celtics. Here are the 5 for USA. Joel Embiid is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Durant in at the small forward. Curry passes to Durant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Oh boy, don't allow Kevin Durant to get comfortable from there. It could be a long night if you do.
To the inside, outside Holiday, back to Porzingis. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
James with the ball. Porzingis picks him up defensively. James passes to Curry. Embiid with it. Edwards for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Back to White. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Joe Mazzulla.
And no surprise, Steph Curry was the topic of conversation on how they'll defend Steph. Coach laughed, is there a way? I mean, this guy is not just a shooter. Steph's ball handling, his passing, it's what makes him an all-time great. It's always a pleasure to watch Steph Curry, and we get another chance to tonight. Guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Edwards, a pass to Durant. Durant draws the double. And here's James. Fires from deep. Porzingis grabs the board. Brown against Durant. On the wing, Tatum. On the wing, Holiday. Back to Porzingis. Left side, Holiday. Clock at 6. Pass to White. On the wing, Tatum. Holiday with the ball. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Here's James. Outside Edwards. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Durant, no good. Durant's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Porzingis. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. USA leading by 3. Pass to James. Pure from 3-point range.
Oh, the rhythm and timing for LeBron James. No hesitation off the catch. You'd love to see it.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Devin Booker, he's checked in for USA. Boston on offense. Here's Holiday. And the layup is good off the glass.
Yeah, good execution in close. Holiday likes mixing things up and finishing from this area.
On the wing, Durant. From deep. Boston pulls it in.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Brown. Misses off the right iron.
He really made that shot harder than it needed to be, and coach is not happy with that choice.
Curry draws the double. The kick to Durant. The 3. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Lays it up and in, despite excellent defense.
Well, this guy is used to scoring in tight situations with bodies around him. How about Jason Tatum maintaining his concentration?
And here's James. All sorts of time. Again, the miss by USA.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Here's Holiday. That one's good. This game is all even.
He's such a gritty player. Holiday fights for 2 there inside.
Curry with it. Still without a bucket. Lets it go from deep. The shot's good on the assist by James.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Curry's gone 1 for 2 from deep. And stolen by Durant. Left side Curry. No good with a layup.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Pass to Brown. Shot from 12. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. And Booker's got the ball here for USA. 3-point lead. Here's Durant. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Now Brown. Over James. Boston again missing.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
USA shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. The first one falls. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Cornette's checked in for Porzingis. Horford comes in for White. Hauser, he's checked in for Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Davis, he's checked in for USA. Tatum comes in for Durant. Now here's Horford. Takes a 3. On target from range.
Al Horford's shot is just so pretty. Doesn't get a ton of lift, but boy, is he accurate.
Outside Booker. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. They double team Tatum. It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Tatum. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Curry. And so Tatum nails both of them.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
Throws it up high and finished off by Davis.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. And that concludes the first quarter of play. USA out in front. They're up by 6. And we'll be back shortly for the start. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for USA.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Al Horford out there with Luke Kornet. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. That's the Boston 5. Booker for 3. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound. Celtics trail by 4. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Whoa! Booker busting it up court.
A part of that is recognizing the spacing, and Booker's so good at finishing on the break.
Here's Pritchard. Nails it from beyond the arc. Pritchard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Tatum from long range. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup.
Well, Jason Tatum with the answer from 3. That's how you stop an opponent's momentum.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, Tyrese Halliburton, an all-star starter last season, is not done yet. He said,
Hey! Jason Tatum takes flight.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
USA making a switch here. Edwards is checked in.
USA substitution number 5, Anthony Edwards.
Boston trailing. From deep three-point land. Boston no good that time either. Booker, the pass to Tatum. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. USA leading by 8. To the paint. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis!
And that's unbelievable. Davis sky high doing his thing.
Boston again missing. And here's USA. Edwards driving. Hauser grabs the board. Will it go? And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Edwards can't hit.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Edwards. There's Tatum with the 3. Nails it from 3. Tatum's got 5 points.
Yeah, stretching that defense all the way to the sidelines. Tatum with a nice shot.
Davis. The kick to Tatum. Launches it. Boston pulls it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Hauser. He's scoreless. Goes up on the baseline. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And it's now only a 5-point USA lead.
Well, you love the way Tatum will take the mid-range if it opens up to him.
USA calls timeout.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Kornet. Brown comes in for Hauser. Derek White's checked in for Horford. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. Durant, he's checked in for USA. Curry comes in for Booker.
Well, capitalizing on the interior, Kevin Durant is a handful if he's got position.
Here's Holiday. Bounces high off the rim and drops. He has 6.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Tatum with it. Picked up by Tatum. And he's going for the lob. Oh, AD. An easy target on the lob.
And you love how effortless Davis makes this look. Rising up for an alley-oop like it's nothing.
And the basket by Holiday.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Pass to Durant, beyond the arc. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Off target from outside. And it's Edwards with the ball for USA. Down low. Oh, big man slam by the big man Davis.
Yeah, talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. AD is towards the top of that list.
USA leading by 6. Inside. Fader on the way. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Curry's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Fires it. Brown can't hit.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Launches it from deep. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Curry. Davis a screen. Oh, Curry, just nasty from downtown.
Ideally, you want to chase Stephen Curry off the three-point line, but folks, it is not as easy as you might think.
White can't hit.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Knocked away. Tatum draws the double. There's the triple. Rebound Boston. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one. Out on his own on the break. Curry's shot is off. Now here's Brown. No good. Unable to win this run. And so it's USA. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the floor for USA, they've got Joel Embiid. LeBron James out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Curry in it to 1. Celtics trail by 11. Porzingis with it. Picked up by Embiid. Wow, Porzingis with the triple.
This is where the respect you have for Porzingis' ability to drive is when he can pull up for that jumper and become a real handful.
And then Embiid with the dunk.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. 3-pointer Holiday. Rebound USA. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Edwards outside. Boston pulls it in. Second half getting started. About a minute played.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
White for 3. Hauled in by Curry. USA leading by 10. Edwards with it. Now guarded by White. Oh, Edwards bringing the heat.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. from behind the arc. Kevin Durant pulls it in. White against Edwards. Over White. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior, such a tough check.
Puts up a deep three. Again, the miss by Boston. And here's USA. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Curry's shot is off. Celtics trail by 14. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Basket's good.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
James against White. James can't get it to go. They're having a hard time stopping this run.
And BA, you can't afford to keep coming up empty.
Tatum from long range. Kevin Durant pulls it in. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Curry for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Curry's got 13.
Now, very difficult to keep the ball out of Stephen Curry's hands because of all his movement. He can shoot from anywhere, and right now the defense has no answer.
Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Devin Booker, he's checked in for USA. Fires away from way outside. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. An open look for Durant. Boston pulls it in. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Porzingis misses.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And here's Curry for 3. Tatum pulls it in. And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. 19-point game. Shoots over Booker. Tatum, good. 9 points in the game.
Nice decision by Tatum. Go to the pull-up game so you don't meet the defender at the rim.
Curry passes to James. For 3. Curry's shot is off.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Pass to Brown. Shoots over Durant. Offensive board. Brown with it. Over Durant. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
The more Porzingis proves himself a threat as a passer, the more dangerous he can become as a scorer.
To the middle. Durant's shot is off. Celtics trail by 15. Fires from way outside. Horford can't hit. Back to James. 1:11 left in the third. The kick out, Curry. Again, the miss by USA.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Tatum way outside. Rebound USA. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. James. And slam dunk by James.
LeBron James leaves no doubt about that one. Punches it home as soon as he gets the opportunity.
Tatum from long range. The rebound by Embiid.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And the ball out of bounds. The Celtics will have it. Some changes for Boston. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Hauser comes in for Jason Tatum. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for USA. Tatum comes in for Durant. And here's USA. They're on a 13-4 run. Shot is good by Curry.
Boy, how fast is Stephen Curry's release on the catch? Wow.
Horford for 3. Here's Pritchard. It's stolen by Curry. And here's the fast break. And there's James on the assist from Curry.
The assist.
Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Stephen Curry. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Jason Tatum, Luke Cornett out there with Al Horford. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Hauser in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Off target from 3-point range. Outside Tatum. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Now that mid-range jumper is so on point. Jason Tatum is a 3-level scorer.
And unable to corral the miss as it goes out of play. Boston making a switch here. Springer's checked in. Adebayo's checked in for USA. Halliburton comes in for Edwards. Pass to Halliburton. The layup off target. Now Horford. 3-pointer. Adebayo grabs the board. Right side Booker. And Davis slams it home. And that's a double-double for him now.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
And here's Tatum. Fires the 3. That shot off the mark.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Drew Holiday's checked in for Springer.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics. Number 4, Drew Holiday.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Outside Tatum. Back to Halliburton. The 3 is up. And it's Cornett with a rebound.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Tatum with a steal. Here's the break. Oh, there's the alley. And finished off by Davis.
Devin Booker, not a guy who's going to just hunt out his own shot. If you're open, he'll find you.
And the ball goes out of play, unable to keep it in. Pritchard's gone 2 for 7 from the field. Outside Booker. Pass to Tatum from downtown. And it's Cornett with a rebound. Cornett's got his 4th rebound in this one. From deep 3-point range. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Adebayo. Shoots over Horford. Adebayo, no good. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pritchard gets it to go.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Davis. And finished off by Davis.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here. When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Davis, the pass to Halliburton. Outside Booker. Now here's Adebayo. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
And Boston with some changes. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Cornett. Jaylen Brown comes in for Horford. And it's White in for Pritchard. Derek White's checked in for USA. And finished off by Davis!
You know, the best thing about AD is he can contribute in every statistical category.
Fires away from way outside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Holiday. Holiday's checked in for USA.
Number 12, Drew Holiday.
Holiday's gotten only 4 of his 11 shots to fall here so far. Three-pointer, Halliburton gets the 3 ball to go. Halliburton's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
What you love about Tyrese Halliburton is the consistency from the perimeter. This guy can make deep shots.
And here's USA. They're on a 13-3 run. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. And Halliburton has got the ball here for USA. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Back to Tatum. This one for 3. And again, USA with the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Outside Holiday, the 3 ball. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Holiday.
USA substitution, number 15, Devin Booker.
Here's Halliburton, now off the inbound. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Halliburton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
1:09 left in the fourth. Pass to Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Tatum's gone just 4 for 11 from the field. And that one's good. Porzingis.
I'll tell you, at 7'3", to have that kind of body control, Kristaps Porzingis makes it look easy.
To the paint. It's stolen by Tatum. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Holiday. Adebayo grabs the board.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And he's going for the oop here. And Davis slams it home.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. The shot by Holiday, no good. And here's USA. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Adebayo with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Booker, no good. Porzingis with it. Tatum pulls it in. Here's Halliburton. And so USA takes the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement in